EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is Deontay Foreman, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. His throw incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, the return, Boston Scott. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do. And the
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Randy Gregory picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. Randy Gregory able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. Some motivation this week, not an issue. Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Touchdown, Houston. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans will extend their lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They go play fake. Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Texans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent up to...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Oh, that's the way to run it,
all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Paris Campbell, 71 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And this one is incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Scott to return it. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Jamar Chase, 70 yards. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second down, they go right back to Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Stafford on 3rd down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Stafford's throw there, complete to Hamler. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the... Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll go with Foreman, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He'll go up top here for Hamler. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 75 yards. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use, than that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
5 yards remain on second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Campbell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Mahomes to throw once more. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
Foreman will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A carry for Foreman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. Boston Scott, his first carry. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far. Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Forced, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There the a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now. Foreman. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Browns continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the interception, here's Stafford. Being chased out left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. To throw is Stafford. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This pass caught by Hamler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw taken in here by Fuller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stafford looks to throw again. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside?
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. K.J. Hamler there to make the grab. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Foreman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Dante Hightower on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Texans defense stands tall. it's Stafford. That's complete. It's Cook. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 76 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.